welcome to a very special episode of True North Country Comics Podcast, dedicated to celebrate Canadian comic book and graphic novel creators and supporters. For this very special episode, I've gone to Montreal Comics Arts Festival, Toronto Comic Arts Festival, and Cartoon Foundry in Hamilton, Ontario, to ask one very important question to all of these creators. What do Canadian comic book and graphic novel creators like most about Canada? Let's find out now.
Canada, you are free to be yourself and take time and experiment, and that is what we do as creators. I went to film school. I've done a lot of different things. I've played in bands, and in Canada, you can do all of these things, and you can get arts grants for them. So it's a wonderful thing, and obviously the healthcare. That's that's saved our butts a few times.
I've been born and raised here, so I've gotten to explore other parts of the world, but Canada always feels like home. No matter where I go, coming back, it's always the friendliest place. People are warm and welcoming, and I especially feel that on the East Coast, I have to say. Nova Scotia is very warm, so come to Nova Scotia if you haven't yet.
All the things I have yet to visit.
I'd say the opportunity, yeah, and the landscape.
The weather. I like skiing actually, so I don't mind the snow. But I like the artists as well. We have such a very large community of artists. So basically, we're the best.
I've lived here my whole life, and I love it.
I like the different diversity of ethnic groups. You get to learn a lot of different cultures here, and that really helps inform comics as well. Because when you get different perspectives, your characters are a lot more nuanced.
Well, as far as comics go, it's a really good place to be able to show your comics. There's a lot of accessibility. There's a lot of people that are interested in it. There's a lot of people that are interested in making comics, but showcasing comics, promoting comics, helping you spread your comics around.
Yeah, I love the art scene here for sure. Like, my day job is in animation, and the sort of community is small, but it's really well knit in arts in Canada in general. And love the Canadian winter. Maybe a hot take, but I cross country ski in my spare time.
Well, I enjoy the weather. I enjoy the all the different cultures that mixed all around here. No, it's just great. Having lived abroad a couple of times, actually, what I like about Canada is the general friendliness of the people, the openness to others, and how quiet we are.
I mean, our country's it's kind of crazy that so few people get to occupy so much land. The way in which we have to negotiate how we can be ourselves with so many different communities, peoples, traditions, languages, and yet still figure out ways of being able to be ourselves the way we'd like to be and live together. I think is it's an ongoing project. I think, but I think it's pretty fantastic when you think about it. So,
Canada, oh my God, everything now. It's beautiful. People are very friendly. It's the best place to live on earth right now.
I love the climate. What turns people off from other countries sometimes, I appreciate it. I love the Four Seasons.
Canada, I think there's such a great arts and culture scene here. So lots of great creators, and it's always cool to see new stuff.
What do I like the most about Canada? I think the people, for sure.
Oh, Canada is just the best. The warmth, even though it's cold, the people, the fabulous just social support, and it's just a real joy to be an artist here in Canada, and I'm so happy to be back home.
Just the ability to be able to create, have freedom and freedom of expression, all the different diverse cultures, and the fact that it's such a small country in terms of population, but massive in terms of talent. The amount of talent that is located in Quebec, Montreal, across the country, in Toronto, from shore to shore, can't be beat.
What I like most is the freedom of speech here that we have. We can say anything we want.
Some may disagree with what we, from our perspective, but we can have a civic conversation with civil people and just explaining my Trump comedy is something in itself. So yeah, well, the freedom here that we have in Canada and in Quebec is the best way to live our creative life here.
People are just so nice and curious to know about you as a person, and they're so welcoming. And especially Montreal, everybody's so fiercely authentic and unique. And yeah, that's pretty much about it.
Oh, you know what? The multiculturalism. I love that you can get so much great food. You can walk around, hear so many different languages, and for the most part, everybody just coexists pretty peacefully.
The landscapes, definitely the variety of people. How Quebec has its own, for example, has its own unique feel to it geographically and culturally to Ontario and even to the East Coast. I'm finally going out to the West Coast this summer, so it'll be interesting to see how that is. So yeah, it's a very large country and still a lot to explore. So I'm stoked for that.
What do I like most about Canada? I love that there is a thriving indie comics and zine community in basically everywhere.
I love the diversity. I live in Toronto, so I feel like I'm really spoiled for like a great food scene. We can like you can basically turn a corner, you can find authentic food from all over the place.
I like most with the people. Yeah.
Low crime rate. I like the Four Seasons. Friendly folk, easy to get along with. Beautiful cities, lots of nature. Everything you need here. Free healthcare. That's a big bonus. And a vibrant comic scene, especially in Toronto, like one of the best cities in the world to be a comic book artist. And Montreal's pretty good too.
That most of the year you can access like 4 to 6 seasons. And the people I love are all across and down and above and all around it. Yeah.
The people that like when the cold is finally over, everyone is coming back to life like right now, and it's really lovely.
Oh, I love living in New Brunswick, and I love the town I live in a lot, Sackville. There's a lot of great people there and a wonderful arts community, and it's very caring and supportive place.
When the weather is nice. The free healthcare. I think that's pretty sweet. Even though it's got its flaws, it's pretty awesome that I can go to the hospital and get fixed up. And of my family, as they get older, we got these health issues, and we're not bankrupt. So I'm happy about that.
Everything, the people are really nice, and I love the weather. I mean, I'm from Brazil. How can you not love Canadian weather, right?
Toronto. I know I have the Toronto blinders on, but Toronto, there's so much cool stuff here in the city. Anything you want to do, you can do. So that's my favorite thing about Canada. I've been to other places, but I always come back to Toronto.
I guess shows like this, like honestly, it's like the hub for like everyone comes to TCAF. So it's cool that this is just in my backyard. It's wild. You get to meet so many cool like creators and stuff. So.
I mean, it could be better, but not having to lose millions of dollars on healthcare is really nice. Yeah, could be better, but I will take my wins.
It's a very, very long list, but I think the thing I like most about Canada is that it welcomed Anna Kamichuk with open arms when she most needed it.
You're going to run out of film in your camera. There's so
Jeez.
many things that we love about Canada. Let's just focus maybe on its arts and history, as that's sort of a little on brand for us. Sure. We both have a real affection for Canadian history and for the way that history is expressed through the arts, particularly Heritage Minutes.
Oh yeah, Heritage Minutes, they're the best. Yes, I agree with everything you've said about what we love about Canada.
I think I enjoy the comic scene and the fact that everyone wants to come to TCAF and buy our books.
Hopefully, yeah.
The prairies, being in the middle of nowhere.
Well, listen, I'm from the Maritimes, so I think I always think about when I think about Canada, I think about like my home. I think about the Maritimes first and the kind of warmth and friendliness of that place. And I love coming to these events because I see the kind of rallying that the Canadian comics industry does, especially like Conundrum in the moment when they're under such pressure financially from our Nova Scotia government that have cut their funding. But I've been really like bolstered to see the support from people across the country and people in the Maritime, people in the comics community. So I think that it's that love and support that I see across that I really love about this place.
All the green there is in between the cities. I like the big spaces. I like the falls where I live. The people.
I like Canada. I like a lot of things in Canada. I like the snow when it's not too much.
Most about Canada, our founding myth that says that everybody can come together and put our differences aside after combat and just find a way to try to live together. We don't always live up to it, but the idea behind it, the myth of it, is something we should strive for.
I live here.
Always lived here. I never thought of it that way. Yeah, I enjoy it.
It's nice. It's nice, like relatively safe democracy, and you can walk down the street and not get mugged.
Canada has lots of trees. I really like nature. I don't know. It's just it's where I've always lived, and it's a great place to be. So yeah, that it's beautiful, that it's a lovely land with diversity, and it's an accepting place. Yeah, I could go on and on.
Oh, the people! I love everyone I've met in Canada. I do not love the weather most of the time, especially living in Montreal. But like the comics culture is unbeatable.
Oh my gosh, so many things. It's the fact that it's not the States, for one. The maple syrup here is much better. Easy access to poutine, and the people here are just nicer.
I love that you can be many different things here. I feel in other countries, you sometimes have to be reduced to the national standard or like be one specific image. Whereas in Canada, I feel like it's more open, that you can be many things all at once. I can be an immigrant, I can be a true Torontonian son, or whatever else I need to be. It's less defining.
Well, I mean, the vast like nature, like the vast diversity of the nature. Like when I fly over the mountains, going to the West Coast, I'm in awe always, and just the people. I think we have good hearts at our core in Canada. Yeah.
I like all the green space that I get to enjoy here. Yeah.
I love its support for the arts. Early in my career, I got an arts grant that allowed me to continue making comics full time. That was hugely instrumental in supporting my career and supporting the comics that I make. So I love Canada's supports for the arts, and I think it's incredibly important.
What do I like most about Canada? The comic scene, of course.
Here in Canada, as you can see, the comic scene is so incredible. It's also really regional as well, which is really cool to see. The comics from the States and the comics from here are so different, and the talent alone in this room is just amazing. So if I had to say what I love about Canada, it's the incredible people that make incredible art.
Diversity of these stories, the immigrant stories and the family stories, and so much variety and the beauty behind it all.
I live here. The fact that it's a single country and I feel very, very at home. I love the fact that in Toronto we don't have this insane sort of issues that many other places in the world have, and everyone just seems to get along, and it's great.
We have some of the best artists and writers in the world.
We have so many creators in Canada, and a lot of them are here right now. Yeah, the diversity of work is just incredible.
I love the fresh air. I've been all over the world now, and we have the best air quality in the world, the best fresh water, and the best people. People here are, they're Canadians. They're the best anywhere.
I like that we have a lot of good arts funding in this country.
The vibes in this room right now are amazing. I am absolutely thrilled to be here. This is like super, super exciting.
I mean, having socialized medicine is pretty great as someone who has mental health problems, so does need to go to the doctor probably a bit more than the average person. But also, I think the natural landscape of Canada is so beautiful, and we're so lucky
to live in such a lush green country. And also the people in Canada are so friendly, they're so kind. Every province I've visited, people are nice and wonderful. So I feel very thankful that I was born in this country.
The Blue Jays. I love baseball, and I'm still sad about the Expos leaving. But whenever I come to Toronto, I manage to get my ass in those stadium seats at least once, maybe twice if I can manage to. But yeah, they have a beautiful team. Even though they lost 13-3 yesterday, still an amazing team.
I don't know. I've never lived anywhere else. I'm happy to live here. It's home.
I love the fact that we are an open book, right? We're a diverse group that's interested in learning more about others. And I think that's one of the key elements in the Gathering Place comic book series is this idea of a place, an area that we can all gather and be ourselves.
Healthcare. And we have a slightly better democracy than most other countries.
I really like the comic scene here. I haven't been around everywhere in Canada, but I like Toronto a lot because of the comic scene.
I love how, at its best, Canada is accepting, diverse, and kind. And I really think kindness is one of those really underrated values. And I honestly, Canada, we do it pretty well.
Everything.
Yeah, no, events like TCAF are amazing. How inclusive it is, the diversity. You literally do not see the amount of different types of creators and varieties of creators. I've been to a lot of comic shows all over North America, a few in Europe, and yeah, I'm bowled away by everything from inventive little zines to the most gorgeous deluxe hardcover volumes to beautiful art portfolios. TCAF really has it all, and I'm really proud that Jason and I and Raid Press are involved in this event.
The comics community. We just have like top-notch talent here, tons of incredible creators that I'm so proud to be a part of.
Really, more than anything, it's probably the most welcoming place in the world. You come here and you're just a part of it. You're a part of the scene. You're a part of the culture. So yeah, Canada, wonderful place to be, and always going to be home for me, for sure.
The community. That Canada has wonderful community doing comic books. I've met people from all over, and everyone wants to help each other up. And I feel like that's a very Canadian attitude. And the fact that it happens here with comic books, but just for the greater nation, I think just makes us stronger and makes me really appreciate living in Canada.
I would say just like the diversity of people that live in Canada, all the different ways that people can express themselves and be free to do that here is just wonderful.
Well, given where we're standing right now, I really like that Canada is so fostering of the arts community. I mean, I've taken part in a number of shows, a number of comic arts festivals, and it's just fantastic to see all the great work that's being done across the country, congregating in these beautiful spaces.
It continues to be a place where people have values to do with being nice to each other and thinking about what's true and what's fair.
So I'm from Taiwan, and I think in Canada, the art scene and the zine stuff here has a very rough and authentic feel to them. They're not always as polished, and sometimes you have to look around a little more for work you like, but it is, in my opinion, very true and very raw.
As an artist, there's a lot of money that you can access to create this art that you're seeing here. And as a human being, I just love, the great outdoors, and everyone's really nice. Hockey.
One of the things that I love most about Canada is the warmth, the people, their culture. In general, it's a great place to live, a great place to visit if you have never visited, but then Canada has one of the most wonderful multicultural scenes that I have ever experienced.
It's not the States, I guess.
Healthcare, freedom. Yeah.
I really like outdoors and nature stuff, which I feel like is reflected a lot in my work. I grew up camping a lot, and I feel like just like the nature and everything, it just means a lot to me, and I just love spending time outside. I think we have a really good outdoors.
I gotta say the nature. I mean,
I am a nature kid at heart. I love being near nature. I like hiking. I like going out in the woods, and doing the shows coast to coast is a beautiful thing. We get to see the Rockies all the way to all the wonderful people and the beauties out on the East Coast and going north. It's just an amazing country that way. We just have the best nature in the world, I think.
I think I have to say the communities here. There's something really nice about how welcoming most people tend to be, about how like willing to help each other they are, about how friendly everyone is. Like it comes across sometimes as a bit of like a Canadian caricature of everyone saying sorry all the time, everyone being so polite, but like that caricature came out for a reason. People tend to be really nice around here, and already we've seen plenty of that with our store. People coming in, we have regulars that have already become friends with each other just from seeing each other here so much. The social energy is just amazing, and I really think that helps make everything what it is there.
The healthcare. I've lived in the States, and coming here is nice to be able to not have to worry about missing work because I was sick. I can just go to a walk-in clinic and not worry about, that aspect of basic human rights.
It's the 1970s Montreal Canadiens. I don't know why, they were just such an influence on me, and they were my favorite thing in the whole world. And I had a Ken Dryden jersey, and I had a kid's book about the Montreal Canadiens and when the Stanley Cup got lost and when they were playing the Boston Bruins, and they just are such a weird influence on me as a Canadian that's what I've decided is my favorite thing about Canada.
Hockey, maple syrup, and poutine. But overall, I think it's the landscape. Canada is beautiful. People are polite. We're all creative. Not everybody, but when you find a creative Canadian, they're pretty creative and very funny.
It's not the United States, and we don't have Donald Trump, although as much as Polyev tries to be the next Trump. Should I say that?
I love the people. The people is what makes all the difference. This is a great country.
We're not living south of the border, and butter tarts, and the thriving comic scene that's happening here.
I like the people in Canada. You get so many people from so many different backgrounds and cultures, and everybody just gets to share all the amazing things that they love and bring it here. And we all benefit from being able to see all of the beautiful culture from around the world.
Thanks for joining us on this very special episode of True North Country Comics, as we asked Canadian comic book and graphic novel creators what they like most about Canada. If you want to continue and receive more interviews and news about Canadian comic book creators, please go to truenorthcountrycomics.com and sign up. I promise no spam, and you'll be getting regular updates as they come along. So thank you for joining us to celebrate Canadian comic book and graphic novel creators. Bye for now.